Let's talk about how we make it. So we have a greased half sheet pan with some fish on it, putting some paprika and seasoning on it. We're getting it into the FWE retherm oven. The nice thing about this oven is it goes to 350 degrees, and you can use this with two temperature settings. So we can cook it at one temperature, which we did here at 350, and then you can set it to hold it at a different temperature. So really, you can walk away once the dish goes into this. It holds 18 full sheet pans, and it doesn't have to be under an exhaust hood. And it's on wheels, which makes it easy to use. So we cooked that about 12 minutes. We popped that into the Climate IQ. That goes up to 190 degrees. That's your classic holding cabinet. But the nice thing about their model is it holds moisture, and it has a separate moisture setting. So the food that you put into that can be held at the exact temperature you want with the exact moisture you want. So the food, at the last time you serve the food out of that, it's going to be as fresh as the first food you pulled out of that, the Climate IQ. And then we plated it over rice with some scallions and lemon. But there's other options here, Jerry, from the commodities and from a garnish standpoint. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I would use, there's different shapes of pasta that we could use, potatoes, lentils, make our own vegetable medley, corn. You've got chives and scallions on there, but in this time of year we're getting mint and parsley and even dried beans that we could use in there, substitute.
And the nice thing about the green veggies, and you're going to see green herb garnish in all the food today, is that it attracts people's eyes. And as kids are walking through the line, Jerry, are they looking for prettier food, or do they just want to get their food so they can have fun with their friends?
Well, I know we do the old saying about people eat with their eyes, but you know what? Students are the same way. And we've tested it where students would come by and you had a little garnish on the fish like that, or we'd have one little small slice of orange on the chicken, and the students will stop and take a look at it and ask for it. We had one student, a number of students say, "Oh, give me the chicken with the orange," and we were just using it as a runout, a leftover. But because it looked a little nicer, the kids were requesting it, and we sold out and used all our leftovers that day.
If you didn't want to use lemon slices because it's a lot of work, I would also consider just doing a lemon crown and using the same lemon, 2 lemon crowns in every pan of fish. So that's way easier and less labor. Are kids going to eat fish? I got some comments in some last webinars that some people want me to be showing people food that are more kid friendly. I assert this is kid friendly. That's why I'm showing it to people. But you're the the consummate expert feeding 300,000 kids a day for 10, 11 years. Are kids going to eat this?
Well, it's funny when we say kid-friendly, because that to me then is nachos and pizza. But if you give them a plate that looks nice, and they will stop on the line there, and that gives you your 2 seconds to try and sell it to them, or maybe even a small sample. And it's amazing with the students, if the food looks nice, it is not dried, they absolutely eat it.
Good. I don't think kids should be running the cafeterias, and so I know a lot of people want to make food that kids will eat, but I really think kids will eat any food as long as it looks good and tastes good, and they're educated about it. The other thing about kid-friendly food I want to talk about while I'm on this slide is that the reason that we put vegetable gardens in schools and we teach kids about food all year is because just on your own, trying to get kids to eat better food, it's going to be an uphill battle, especially the older kids that are almost addicted to pizza, burgers, fries, nachos. And so it'll help to connect them to their food source by getting them in a garden. It doesn't have to be a big garden, any garden. And by teaching them more about food, teaching them, one way you can sell this to kids is you get a neighborhood chef to volunteer the day before you serve this to come in and teach kids about fish, maybe a fillet of fish in every class. And now you serve the fish the next day, they're going to eat that fish.